Hello, Aries. How are you? This is Jess from Soul Star Healing and Tarot. Hope you're doing great. Today we are doing a collective manifestation reading. You can watch for anywhere Aries is in your chart, but Sun, Moon, and Rising are the strongest energies. I do want to ask, I'm a newer channel here, if this reading does resonate with you or you resonate with me as a reader, I would love your support with a subscription or a like, comment, any of those good things that we do to support the readers here on YouTube. And with that said, we will move into your reading. I'm going to start with a Keepers of the Light oracle to see who is guiding your reading today. Okay. Spirit, who is guiding this reading for Aries today? One card, please. Okay. We have Sanat Kumara, light activation, shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Okay, so whatever it is that you're manifesting, I would say that Spirit's really communicating with you and you are activated right now. So in our beautiful Aries energy, you guys are focused and determined. All right, and the information, the guidance is coming through very clearly. All right. And if not for all of you, if you take a moment and sit and ask Spirit for guidance, you will probably receive some type of insight, within a day or two that starts showing you the way forward. But ask for help if you feel like you've been a little blocked. Okay. We're using the Enchanted for Hoxa Tarot for the manifestation readings. All right, Spirit. 3 cards, please. What is the manifestation for Aries right now? Okay. What are the challenges? Two more cards, please. Challenges. Okay. What's the advice from Spirit? Okay. Oops. Sorry, I just dropped the card on you. All right. All right. And what is the potential outcome? Oh my goodness. I don't think we're taking all of these cards, but that was just a big jolt of energy. Woof. Okay. One more card. What is the potential outcome? Beautiful. Okay. Geez Louise, those just like catapulted out of my hand. All right. So, manifestation. We're starting here with the Page of Air. Okay, this would be the Page of Swords. And so it seems to me what I'm seeing here, and I'm going to pick up this card. Actually, I'm going to pick up all of these because these cards together, sometimes I see cards as individuals and sometimes I see cards as stories. And these cards are coming out to me as a story. Okay, so I see you here with this Page of Air, really looking for a new way of thinking, a new way of seeing things, a new idea, a eureka moment. Okay, especially in the way you think and communicate or perceive communication or have people communicate with you as well. We have the Two of Water here, very relationship based. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but it can be family relationships, any relationships that are emotionally based. Okay, because with this energy of the Two of Water, this is a healed relationship. This is a relationship of mirrored energies. Both people would be energetically a match. Okay. And that's exactly how they end up working in that healing energy, because they're so connected emotionally that they can see when the other person needs healing energy, and they know exactly how to provide that for that person. And they do it with ease because they're just so symbiotic in that emotional state and that emotional energy. So you're looking for information about how to attain this, how to understand this at a deeper level. You're very curious about it, okay, with the page of air here. And there may be some past relationships. We have the Three of Swords here that have been painful, and you're really looking to change that energy in your life. You're looking to change that pattern in your life, especially in emotional relationships. You're very, very curious about it, about the healing process, and to how to work with, um, especially processing your memories, things that you do in your mind that might be like negative self dialogue, or you know, not necessarily, I don't want to say negative self dialogue, but programmed ways of thinking that you've had from the past that have hindered your ability to be able to have these types of mirrored energy connections, okay, in a healed state. So, releasing that energy so you can move forward and achieve this is a huge manifestation for you right now, okay? You're very, very curious in gaining information about this, clarity about it, truth about it. Um, Also, remember with this page of air, this is our throat chakra. Okay, pages are messengers and they work with the throat chakra, but it's also connected to our crown chakra. We go right back to that light activation here, where your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear, because when we have that throat chakra in alignment with the crown chakra, we are really able to receive information from spirit. Okay. And that really ignites that spiritual guidance system for us. And we can receive messages from spirit and guidance and messages from spirit more clearly. All right. That's really going to be important here as you navigate through this manifestation to work on the energy of your relationships and heal that energy, and use your swords for this curiosity and growth, and release the pain and hurt that's been stored in your sword energy. Okay. So manifesting the release of that, manifesting really, really symbiotic emotional relationships, and manifesting the curiosity and the knowledge and that connection to that throat chakra and crown chakra, so that you can gain the information you need to achieve it. Okay, I love this for you. Now, with the challenge here, we have the Council of Monarchs. Okay, and this would be a lack of confidence, potentially, that you have the ability to work with all of the elements in the tarot, okay? The pentacle, the wand, the cup, and the sword. You may not feel like you have the ability to do this, or all of the information, which working with this page of air will help you with the curiosity and finding that information. The other thing with this card is that you may not feel that spirit really is there for you, a lack of faith that you are being guided and supported by spirit. Okay, so with this being a challenge, there may be ways for you to work on either strengthening your ability to work with your pentacles, and that would be to find ways to stay grounded and stick to your plans for your long-term security, long-term goals, working with your wands energy, staying focused on your passions, on your creativity, on your growth, okay? Keeping your energy clean, all right? So you're not bogged down and weighted down with other people's negative energy or past negative energies. Working with your cups, your healing, your intuition, your emotional maturity, and then your swords, working with that the true ability to handle the truth, true ability to trust, true ability to communicate. Okay. So, though, if not all of these are a challenge for you right now, personally, one may be. Okay. So, focus on that and see where you can start really addressing the challenge and working on it and strengthening that ability for yourself. And also, like I said, don't forget, spirit is here for you. Don't forget, ask for help and guidance. They will come for you. Come. What is wrong with me? Mercury's out of retrograde and I'm still stumbling on my words. Spirit will show up for you if you ask. Okay? Don't forget to ask. The challenge in this card, the Eight of Water, is knowing when to walk away from things that are not emotionally serving you. And also having the courage to walk towards the things that will emotionally fulfill you. All right? So, we all have a tendency at one point in our life or during our entire life to stay emotionally attached to things that are not good for us. Okay? Kind of hoping that if we stick it out, things will change. And a lot of times that doesn't happen. We end up staying somewhere longer than we should, putting our wishbone where our backbone should be. All right. This card is saying, even though it's a challenge, take the time to look at where it is that in your life that you are staying in places emotionally longer than necessary. We have these butterflies here. This is an opportunity for you to transform the way you're dealing with your cups and allow you to stay focused on walking towards your emotional happiness instead of staying stuck in things you want to be that but are not showing you that they are. Okay. And then here with the challenge is the Page of Fire. Okay. This is our throat chakra and our sacral chakra. So, sacral chakra is a feminine energy. All right. So, where have you felt challenged, first of all, in maybe finding the courage to do this manifestation, work towards this manifestation? Where have you been a little uninspired? Where do you feel that you are lacking passion? Okay. Because Spirit's saying here, once you can get past this challenge, you can start moving forward. Okay. There might be some resistance to change. There may be some resistance to the growth process. There may be some resistance to reaching your full potential because reaching our full potential can come with a lot of responsibility. Also, with the Page of Fire, we may not have all of the information we need at this time to start the fire. Okay. So do seek that out if you need it. But with that throat chakra and that sacral chakra, your self talk is going to be a big deal here. Because if you tell yourself you can't do something, guess what? You're not going to do it. So try to find ways in which you can be your own support system and your own cheerleader and get yourself through your internal dialogue to get super inspired to move towards this manifestation. Okay. And then you can release this challenge and move forward with a lot of passion and a lot of enthusiasm. Okay. Advice from Spirit. We have the High Priestess. This is really believing in yourself and your intuition. Okay. This is also Spirit saying you don't really need to go to a lot of people and share with them the changes that you want to make because the answers are within you. And sometimes when we start asking people, too much about the things we want to do in our self improvement, they give us a lot of information that's confusing. They may not have the wisdom to guide you. So, Spirit saying, go within. If you spend some time with yourself and you spend some time um, really in your thoughts, you will find the answers that are right for you and trusting that inner guidance system. And again, with that feminine energy, there's a lot here with feminine energy that seems very important. So, absolutely. Understand that you are a healer. Understand that you are intuitive. Understand that you are powerful and you have the answers that are best for you. They are not outside of you, they are inside of you. All right. And also, with this high priestess, understanding that even though the truth may be difficult in some situations, the high priestess is never afraid of the truth. Okay. She is able to handle so much information from so many different aspects. And the truth, even if it's difficult, is one of those things that she is powerful enough to handle. She can work in the shadow energy and she can work in the light energy, and she can be powerful in both. Okay, so be powerful in your shadow and be powerful in your light. And also, again, with her, going back to what I originally said, she doesn't speak, the high priestess. Okay, all of her dialogue happens internally. Don't forget, you don't have to share too much with other people or get the approval from other people. Then we have the elder of water. Okay, another feminine energy, working with emotions. Okay, working with healing, working with intuition. All of the things, again, that this high priestess does, Aries. Okay, but she does it as the elder of water, so it's a king of cups energy. Spirit is saying here, really working on emotional maturity, working on boundaries, working on staying focused on the types of emotional exchanges you want. As the leader, you take the lead. Okay, Aries, that's your energy 100%. You be the leader of how you want your relationships to flow. Okay, not letting other people take control of it and lead you down into whatever mess that may have been created for you in the past. Spirit is saying you step up and step into the driver's seat and you show people how the relationships you want are going to happen. Okay, that doesn't mean that you're bossy and pushy, but you don't have to any longer acquiesce to other people's needs and other people's desires and other people's expectations in order to be loved. Okay? People that love you will always be there to support you. All right? So no more bending to what other people want. You step up and be the leader in an emotionally mature way and really take control of your emotional relationships. You have the power to do so. Then we have the hanged man. Okay? This is changing our perspective, taking a time out. High priestess, taking a time out. Elder of water, healing. Okay? We want to take a time out here and really, again, it's not much different than what I said with that high priestess card. We want to see where things in the past have been, let me say this a different way. In the past, you want to take a look at where you have been a contributor to some of the issues and start looking at that very clearly and see where you can make changes. With this hanged man, it's a Pisces card. The opposite of Pisces is Virgo. The reason that this person is hanging upside down is that with Pisces comes a lot of emotion. Okay. So, and this has a lot to do with this two of water and this elder of water and the eight of water. We want to change the way we use our emotions and we want to ground ourselves in our emotions. We don't want our emotions to pull us into these whirlpools of chaos and lack of understanding and lack of clarity and feeling overwhelmed. When we move that crown chakra to the earth, we ground our mind and we're able to see things from a different perspective, because now we're not emotionally distraught trying to figure out our lives. Now we're coming at our lives from a grounded state and we can see where we're contributing, where other people are contributing, the changes we need to make, and we can do that again in a very grounded way, and we can start making plans to remove ourselves from that energy. Okay, Spirit saying start grounding the way you've been dealing with emotions so you can change your perspective on it. Once you change your perspective on it, you can reach your manifestation with this Two of Cups, Two of Water, and start changing the way that you actually move through that energy. So, advice from, or not advice, potential outcome. Three of Fire. Okay. So this is you being able to, again, this isn't an action card. This is a card of in action, where you are actually planning and figuring out your next steps. Okay. Seeing the things that you've done in the past, seeing the things you've worked on so far, and how you can bring them to a further state of completion. Okay. And bring them to fruition in the way in which you plan on manifesting them. So, really looking at how you can bring everything you have at your feet available to you right now into opportunities for you to grow, how you can bring them into your reality, how you can use them to help your future, how you can use them to bring creativity and passion and optimism into your life. Okay? You're going to be allowed the space to do all of that. All right? Really working on your growth and really working on your potential. Beautiful energy. There's so many options available to you here, and you're going to have the clarity to be able to see how much is actually available to you and how you can achieve it. That's a beautiful gift. Six of Earth. Okay. Bringing balance, bringing grounded energy, especially with this Hanged Man card. Okay. This is also bringing abundance and prosperity into your life, stability, all right, for the long term. But this is when your relationships are no longer imbalanced. This is when you give, and then, say for instance your friend is, or your partner is short on cash. Okay, you help them out, and then 3 weeks later they're in a better position, and they're like, oh, you know what, here's the money that I owe you, but I also want to take you out to dinner as a thank you. And everybody is helping each other in unison. Everybody's keeping things very balanced. Things don't feel out of control. Even if it's not something that has to do with money, everybody's doing their part to keep things very grounded, very safe, very secure, and everybody feels that they can rely on each other. Okay. And that's a beautiful energy, and so nice to add to that Two of Cups that you're trying to manifest. And then what do we have? Six of Cups, Six of Water. Okay. This is that beautiful state of authentic love. There's no agenda in this other to exchange true, authentic love. This is soulmate energy. This is a healed inner child energy. This is just a beautiful, beautiful, pure state of love with no traumas attached, with no hidden agendas, with really nothing to heal. It's absolutely beautiful. And very much, if you have a Two of Water energy and a Six of Water energy in your relationships, that is such an extremely high vibrational state of love. And I love that for you, especially with that Two of Water there as the manifestation. So, Aries, we're going to move on to the White Light Oracle and see what else Spirit has to say. But I do love this for you. It's absolutely beautiful. You really do need to, especially with the High Priestess and the Hanged Man here, take a little bit of time to get some clarity and learn to trust yourself. Okay, really learn to trust yourself and ground that emotional overwhelm or emotional disappointment as you move forward. Spirit, one card. How would you like to close this reading for Aries? Okay. 33, which is a 6. And we have these two 6. We have a 3 here, a 6 here, a 6 here. Okay. And we have 33, which is obviously 3 and 3 is 6. So we have literally the 2 3s. I'm sorry, we have the 3 and then the 3 and 3 is 6. So they're all represented here. I did not get that out clearly. I'm sorry. I meditate before I read, and I just kind of get my brain waves into a very meditative state. So sometimes I'm a little loopy when I read. Okay. So, Yeshe, I always have a hard time saying this word, Sagal. Gayal. Okay, Yeshe Sagayal. Sorry. Okay, you shall overcome all obstacles. Success is imminent, so stay connected to your path no matter what and continue to apply yourself. Allow your spiritual path to support you in all areas of your life. Live by your spiritual beliefs. Seek out the support of your spiritual brothers and sisters for help when needed, but also trust that you are intimately and directly connected to the powerful divine light within. Right there, too, that light activation. There can be a dramatic healing breakthrough when you rely upon your spiritual connection, that high priestess, too, and the elder of water. Let me see what else is being said here. Spiritual teachings from Bhutan hold the great Indian master Padmasambhava was called, I'm sorry, yep. Spiritual teachings from Bhutan hold that the great Indian master Padmasambhava was called to Bhutan from Tibet to subdue demons that were causing difficulties for people of the Paro Valley. He flew from Tibet to Bhutan to the back of the supernatural Tigris, landing at a cave high up in the cliffs of Bhutan. He spent the next 3 years, 3 months, and 3 weeks, and 3 days meditating and performing rituals to subdue the demons of the land, liberating Bhutan from terror into peace. The supernatural tigress is believed to have been Yeshe Sogyal, a yogini guardian for humanity and an emanation of the compassionate goddess of peace, prosperity, and long life known as White Tara. Yeshe Sogyal's power is that of the tiger Siddha, or medicine of spirit tiger. Her presence in a reading indicates that boldness of spirit and willingness to engage your challenges will create the path to inevitable success. She represents our ability to generate the spiritual power necessary to accomplish what needs to manifest for the greatest good. This oracle encourages you to call upon your highest spiritual guides for assistance. This empowers them to bring their light to the world through you and for you to grow into your own spiritual advancement too. Remember, enlightenment is a team effort with extraordinary individual players working together as one. You belong to such a team. Awesome, Aries. I hope this reading was helpful for you. Again, if it did resonate with you, if you would support by subscribing, liking, commenting, any of that good stuff, I would be so grateful. Have a great day. I will see you soon. Bye bye.